Hey everyone, Scott here with another daily property update. Now I've been saying this for a year now.
So Liana, okay, we're looking at potentially the last big boom for this decade, all right? So 2025 to 2030, the last big stimulus is going to be this rate cut, and you've sort of coined it as the rate cut boom.
The latest numbers are in, guys, and look, they do not paint a pretty picture. Every single month, prices are moving higher. The banks are now scrambling to revise their forecasts. Many new forecasts are dropping in every day. And every week, some research group comes out with a new report that is basically saying the same thing I've now been saying for over 12 months. So hang on with me, because I'm going to walk you through what happened yesterday with the latest house price data, and also what the banks are now saying about 2026. And why all of this is setting us up for absolute chaos in the housing market. Let's start with the big headline from yesterday. The Reserve Bank kept rates on hold at 3.6%. No surprises there. But here's the thing. The market does not care. Buyers don't care. Prices are still going higher. You have to remember, guys, we've just had 3 rate cuts in 6 months. That has been a huge stimulus in and of itself. In September alone, house prices jumped 0.8% across the country. That's the biggest monthly rise in nearly 2 years. Over the last quarter, they're up 2.2%, which is about an $18,000 jump over the median house price across Australia. The median Australian property is now worth $857,000. That's a combination of houses, townhouses, apartments. That's every capital city, every home in Australia. And it's not just one city leading this, okay, guys? Every capital city is moving right now. Every capital, every region, they're all climbing. Perth, up 1.6% in just a month. So much for the course creators, online gurus who said Perth was cooked. This is why you need to ensure you've got a real data scientist, a real data. That's why I'm partnered up with Liana Pan, Australia's #1 property researcher, a true data scientist, and former actuary who actually has a team of 20 people running the real numbers, guys. That's critical. Brisbane, up 1.2%. Even Sydney added almost $10,000 in a single month. And why is this happening? Because supply is broken. Listings are at record lows. In Perth, the number of homes for sale is 45% below average. Brisbane, 31% below. Darwin, 53% below. So not only do we have a constraint on new stock hitting the market, brand new constructed property, those people that own the existing stock do not have it listed for sale. Meanwhile, demand hasn't just stayed strong, it's exploding. Clearance rates are sitting above 70% in our auction markets. Time on market is actually falling, and every rate cut we've seen this year has just given buyers more cash, more money, more borrowing capacity. This is more fuel to the fire, guys. So this is a classic recipe, a perfect storm. Too many buyers, not enough homes. And when that happens, prices don't slow down, they speed up. And here's where it gets even crazier. October 1st, the government expanded the first home buyer guarantee. Now you can buy with just a 5% deposit, no mortgage insurance, and they've lifted the price caps in Sydney up to 1.5 million, Brisbane 1 million, Melbourne 950,000. So what is going on? What's going to happen? A fresh wave of first home buyers are going to flood in. They'll all be competing for the same homes at the bottom end, and that's going to push prices up even faster. So every policy that gets rolled out, every solution from the Prime Minister, it's just more fuel on the fire, guys. And let's not forget the other big piece nobody's really talking about. 2023 and 2024, record immigration. Everyone was screaming about it, but here's what people forget. Most of these arrivals were skilled workers, temporary visa holders, students, and up until now, most of them were renting. But over the next year or two, a lot of them will get their permanent residency, and once that happens, they're eligible to buy. They move from renters to home buyers. More demand. So if you think competition is bad now, just wait. You've got record immigration feeding into the market, and a big chunk of those people haven't even started buying yet. Imagine the chaos when they do. And here's the part that really shows you where we're headed. Every single week now, another bank or research house upgrades their forecasts. AMP says prices up 7% this year, 8 to 10% next year. Westpac says prices could rise another 10% in 2026. Lateral Economics went even further. Their modeling say the 5% deposit scheme alone could add 3.5 to 6.6% nationally. And in the segments where first-time buyers are competing hardest, prices could rise by an extra 5 to 10%. So you've got the RBA holding rates, you've got the government schemes, you've got the record migration turning into buyers, and now you've got the banks admitting the boom is only just getting started. So here's the reality. Prices are not slowing down. They're accelerating 0.6, 0.7, 0.8% month after month, faster and faster. Supply is at record lows. Demand is exploding. First-time buyers are rushing in with 5% deposits. Migrants are about to flip from renters to buyers, and the banks are now openly saying we're looking at another 10% rise by 2026. The truth is simple. There is no crash coming. There is no relief coming. Every new policy is just more fuel on the fire. And the longer this goes on, the more out of control the market is going to get. This is Scott Kuru with another daily property update. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, guys. Make sure you get this video every single day. I put out a 3 to 5 minute daily so that you can get all the information that you need to stay on top of the property market and the economy so that you can be a property insider. Why, guys? So you can move closer to your financial freedom. Take care, everyone.